Welcome everybody to another video, and I am happy to announce that limited U's are finally back. We just got 3 new limited U's that just came out that are still available, and you can go buy them if you would like to. I'll have them linked in the description. But in this video, I have a bunch of information on these items, like whether you should buy them, new features, and just all sorts of stuff. And I'm also wearing the 3 limiteds, as you can see. There is a chicken, there's a hat, and there is also like a pendant necklace. But in this video, I'll be going over everything you need to know about these items, and if you should buy them or not. The first limited U is the glossy red baseball cap. This item is currently selling for 75 Robux and has a limited quantity of 10 million, which is crazy. Like, no limited U has ever had anywhere near that amount of quantity available, and 10 million of this cap can sell, which is kind of crazy. And this item looks exactly as you'd expect, as it is a glossy red baseball cap. And what's interesting about this item is this is actually the hat that Roblox uses to like test on items. They like upload this item as like the test. So I guess the Roblox test item is now a limited, which is kind of interesting. And another cool thing about this is the hat is actually glossy. Like, you can see the reflection and stuff, and it's, specified as glossy. So it looks like Roblox is now making like better textures with their limiteds, which is awesome. And yeah, glossy red baseball cap. And the second limited U is the shiny bling. This item is currently selling for 1,000 Robux and has a limited quantity of 100,000, which is still a lot. Like, for a 1,000 item, 100,000 quantity, that is still pretty crazy. But this item is like a gold chain with like this emerald like pendant on it, I guess, and it looks okay. Like, it's alright. It's also kind of got that like special texture to it. If you can kind of look closely, you can see like reflections off the gold and stuff, which is pretty cool. But it's just like a standard pendant necklace, I suppose. Not too bad looking, and selling for 100,000 quantities, so I think it's alright. And the third and final limited U is the extremely sparkly sparkle chicken, and this item was selling for 5,000 with a quantity of 1,000, but this item actually sold out within 30 minutes of this item coming out. But I think this item looks amazing. Like, look at this, it's a sparkle time chicken, but it's like the supreme version of it, I guess. Like, it's the extremely sparkle time, which is kind of cool. But in game, this does have a really nice texture. You can kind of see it here, it like shines and stuff, but it is definitely like an extremely sparkly chicken, which is kind of cool. I think this is like an awesome limited though, and it sold out pretty fast, so I think this item will do really good. But sparkle time chicken on top. So now that you know all the basics about these items, I want to talk about if I think they're going to be worth buying or not, and also my predictions for what there will be as limiteds. Now, there's actually one main thing that I need to talk about before I get into that, and there's actually a few things, but one of them is that currently these 3 items say that they're not tradable, which is a very big part in like a lot of people wanting to buy these items, or like them being how much they're going to be worth. But currently all these items show as not tradable, which is also a new feature that Roblox added. So now you can see if items are tradable or not. And I know with limited U's in the past, like, they weren't tradable until they actually like didn't have a quantity anymore like for sale, and that might still be the case, but I'm not sure. Like, right now they're not tradable. They might be tradable later, I really don't know. But we do know that these will be resellable, as we got this information about a holding period, and this holding period was actually a part of a leak a while back. If you remember the collectibles, basically collectible items can be resold, whatever. So these items are actually not any normal limited, they're actually collectibles, which is the limited 2.0s. I made a video on this a while back when this information was leaked, and now they're here. Like, these 3 items are the limited 2.0s. They're the collectibles, which is really cool to see. These items might not be tradable, but they are for sure resellable, and they're going to be resellable up to 30 days from now. So I believe that means like any time from today to a month from now, like, these could become sellable and possibly tradable, which is very weird, I think. But it's also kind of interesting how, or at a random time, these will be sellable, which, I mean, okay. But it could be up to a month that these will not be sellable. I guess it gives it time for the quantity to sell, but I don't know. I guess that's just what Roblox decided to do with that. Definitely something new that we've never seen before. It's like a modified version of the normal limited U's. And now we'll get into if I think each of these items are worth buying. So to start off, the glossy red baseball cap, it definitely has a very small price to it, but has a very large quantity, and it's definitely not selling out. Like, this item will not sell out. There's not 10 million people that are going to buy this item for 75 Robux. Mainly traders are just going to be buying this anyway, but 75 Robux, 10 million quantity. I'm guessing 100,000 of these sell. I'm not really sure, just like a guess of mine. But I would probably say it's worth buying. I think it'll be good enough to sell. Like, I mean, you sell this for like 110, you'll probably get some profit, like a few Robux, but it should be profit. I would say you're fine buying one of these or multiple. That's another thing I forgot to mention. You can buy multiple. Like, as you can see, I own 5 of these already, and it's still out as a limited quantity. So you can buy multiple of these items when they come out, which is huge for like upcoming limited use that come out. But you can buy like multiple. So I would say go ahead and buy one or a few if you want to make some Robux. Don't expect to make much, but you'll probably still make some Robux from this item. Now moving on to the shiny bling, which is a lot more expensive at 1,000 Robux. And this also has a very big quantity at 100,000. So it's more expensive with a still pretty big, large quantity. So I don't know, this one is definitely the hardest one to determine. Like, I could see this item being really bad, but I could also see it being kind of good. So I don't know, it's not the best looking, so like the looks aren't really gonna carry it at all. And I don't know, I kind of see this maybe being like a 2 to 3k item, but I could also see it selling for 1k and being like 800. So I guess it depends on who buys it, if smart people buy it, and if not too many of this sell, I could see it being fine. Like, I don't know, this one's really hard to determine, so I would say buy this at your own risk. It's not one that I would really recommend to for sure buy. But buy this if you would like. I mean, these type of limiteds and stuff are brand new to us. Like, we don't really know what to expect from them. So I would say this one, maybe buy. So far 3,000 have sold in like a few hours, so I don't know. This is up to you. This is up to you, and buy this at your own risk. And finally, we have the extremely sparkly sparkle chicken that sold for 5,000 with a quantity of 1,000. So a high price, low quantity. That is the best scenario for limited use. So I definitely see this item being very good. I honestly could see it start off selling around 50k or something, like really high. Maybe stable at around 20k. I think it's definitely easily going to be like in the 10,000, 20,000s. But I have very high hopes for this item. It is also a pretty cool item, I will say. You know, extremely sparkle time chicken, can't go wrong with that. But yeah, I see this item being pretty good. So if you bought this, congrats, you'll make a lot of Robux. And I was lucky enough to buy myself one of them. And if you didn't get this, better luck next time. So that is all the information that you need to know about these 3 new limited use, as well as collectibles. And I love that Roblox is making new additions to trading by adding collectibles, and I'm excited to see what comes after this. I also think we will see even more collectibles coming out very soon. And let me know in the comments if you bought any of these 3 new limited use and what your predictions are for them as limiteds. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. Like the video if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing to the channel for quick alerts when more limited use come out. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.